Hey YouTube, we're React Pact. I'm Vic.
I'm Rose.
And I'm Nikki.
And this is Cells at Work Code Black. Last time, we saw that he was hitting up a prostitute, as in the human being.
We don't know who.
We don't know.
He got gonorrhea.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And now his body is on fire. So, what do you guys expect for this episode?
I don't know.
Fight of the century.
Yeah. Other than red blood cell being more existential, going back into existential crisis once again.
Yeah, thinking he was doing something good only to find out, well...
You know, what's weird, not weird, but what's funny is that gonorrhea can be treated, but I think it goes into recession, right? I tried to look it up last week, but I forgot. I don't think it can it be permanently cured from a human being?
I can't remember.
I thought it can be set into like we were talking about cold sores and how cold sores come back repeatedly.
Yeah.
So I thought gonorrhea was kind of like that, where it could go into recess, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'm wondering if in this episode we're going to see it's a hopeless fight, because I don't think on its own, what I do know is on its own, the human body can't get rid of gonorrhea. You need some kind of treatment, right? So is this going to just be a hold the line episode where they just like, okay, genitals are on fire, we're just going to have to learn these things are around, watch your back.
And then how soon before he realizes he's sick? Because you won't know for a while.
Well, if the body's reacting by sending immune system, I'd imagine he'd be feeling something. So maybe it's a time skip or something like that.
Maybe, yeah, I would think a time skip might happen.
So they're going to be holding the line for a while.
At war.
All right. Well, guys, we're going to get into this. Remember to stick around for discussion. And guys, if you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. We'll see you guys after. Check the Patreon in the description. Yeah, she's not one of ours. Gonorrhea. Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah.
She's naked.
Is she?
No, she's wearing pants.
Oh, okay.
2 to 9 days. Okay. Okay, so it does have an incubation period.
Let's go. Go.
Run.
Like, run.
Run.
They're just kind of casually.
Well, I guess the blood leaves the area slowly. You notice how all the human cells look different in this one versus the other one?
Yeah. Why are they just standing? They're not talking to anybody.
That's all they do.
Those two are standing away from each other.
No, they're more.
No.
Wow.
They have armor.
Oh, they get in some parts. But are they like that, Hydra that just keeps making more? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Ugh. Slices in the mouth. I think it's just straight up crushing them to death.
Yeah.
Lymph node. You earned the right to be individual.
Her hair is actually
Changing
green.
color.
Did that just change?
No, her hair is both regular color. It's kind of green though. Does she not want to?
She's a traitor. Honest thing to mutter.
Suddenly has an autoimmune disease.
Me too.
You know.
You know.
Drags him into it. For goodness sake.
What's their hierarchy like? Like, what happens if they say no?
Yes, that's a good question. Literally nothing can happen to them.
臨近の増殖スピードは我々白血球の鈍色の速度をはるかに上回っている。つまり臨病は自然治癒する見込みはない。
Just like you said, you're right.
Hey,
正直に言おう。
wait.
Oh,
Oh.
It's like an
that
ad.
was where the cut would be.
負け戦だ。
Meat grinder.
静かにしろ。
No, you.
隊長の話はまだ終わっていない。
I don't
Was
say
anybody
anything.
talking?
見込みはなく
Wait, what?
我々は戦い続ける。
でも自分の責任は果たすんだ。
Well, he didn't become existential, so that's surprising.
お前なんか変わったね。え？なんかちょっとたくましくなったっていうか。そうか。お前って本当白血球さんのことになると人格がないよな。そう。なんだこれ。
Uh-oh.
白血球さんたちが。じゃあこれは。
That blood? Pus.
海組織の炎症部が可能して生じる不透明な粘液白血球や血清など
It's
から
composed of white blood
破
cells.
壊された組織死んだ細菌なども含まれる
Ew, they bleed pus.
Ew.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I was really hoping he would have died.
Yeah.
She wasn't dead yet.
Yeah.
Good
Aim
job.
for the teeth.
私たちが食い止めなきゃ。
Hey,
Oh,
look, macrophage.
macrophage.
人間がこんなところまで。
マクロファージさん。
マクロファージ
敵を殲滅せよ。食らい尽くせ。
Yeah. Eat them.
または食作用白血球
Ew.
Ah, they're still alive.
あ
脳内に取り込み分解すること
That's literally what they do, though.
Ugh.
なんて増殖速度だ。次から次に数が増えていく。
They're individually like Hydras in that they just keep growing back.
Yeah. Oh, broke her sword!
She has two, it's okay.
細胞変
Ew.
Oh.
Ew.
They went there.
Captain is surrounded. It's the white blood cell.
The white blood cell.
Wait, Killer T?
唯一の取り柄の戦闘でも役に立たずそのわけく最後には汚らしい海になり果てるなんてな
海は白血球さんたちが命がけで戦った証だ。周りから怖
Okay, it's inspirational speech
が
time.
られても弱音なんか一切吐かない。
Okay.
この世界のため僕たち細胞のために白血球さんが戦った証だ。
Could you open your eyes?
それが汚いわけないだろ。
well, that's nice, but
Yeah.
急に何ができる
僕の酸素は
I deliver oxygen.
Oxygen.
命がけで酸素を
What?
Fight, fight.
What
fight,
is happening?
fight, fight.
Wait, what? Is he
Seriously,
getting
what's
a power
happening?
up? Did he just get a power? Oh, is it a
Is it
syringe?
the medicine? Oh, it's
Medicine.
removing the cell wall. It is medicine.
報告いたします。口から食道を
Antibiotic.
抗生物質が届いた模様。
Nice.
抗生物質。ペニシリンか。
Penicillin.
世界初の抗生物質細菌が持つ
Hey.
It's an orbital laser.
I like it.
Removing the cell wall so they can kill him.
ペニシリンは細菌の細胞壁にだけ効果を
From stillbred to your
人間
mother.
の細胞を傷つけることはない
That did more than remove cell wall.
So sick.
血球さん。
一気に駆け抜けるぞ。
はい。
And I wonder if that crap.
細胞壁がなくなった今なら我々の駆除スピードは奴らの増殖力を上回る。
白血球さんたちの仕事なんだ。
And? Really?
No.
Oh.
Oh, sending them
今
off.
回の戦闘で我々は
They pee them
多く
out?
の仲間を失った
They're in a river. That's what
That's what I was
その
wondering.
おかげで人金は殲滅されたよってここに人病の完治を宣言する
Bye, Cap.
いつかそれが報われる日が来るのだろうか。
We met her in this episode.
臨近と白血球の戦果報告書です
ひどいな。たかが臨近相手にどれだけ被害を出してる。
Mere
脆
Gono.
弱な白血球どもめ。
お言葉ですが白血球たちはよく戦ったと
ぬるい。奴らが情けないせいで、この体の状況が一向に改善されないのだ。
And who is this?
この危機的状況を救えるのは、
Us T
我ら
cells.
T 細胞だけだ。
Just about how the T cells are.
Killer.
They look like commandos.
Yeah. Where were you during this whole thing,
I
actually?
was gonna say.
Discussion.
Discussion.
Yeah, that end screen, we could just talk about it immediately, I guess. We were wondering where the heck was the killer T cells and all that.
Yeah.
Even in the reaction, it said, I guess, I saw macrophage, where's killer T? The macrophage usually came after killer T.
Yeah,
Right.
because they're slower.
Mm-hmm. So maybe they don't get dispatched to the area.
I don't know. There's a lot of lymph nodes around the grind though.
Yeah.
So they should have been there.
Maybe there's a biological explanation that maybe they don't get deployed against Gonococci or something like that. And the whole time, every time I saw the word Gonococci, I thought of Gonococci
Yeah.
because I've been watching Binging with Babbage's
Gnocchi?
video. Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Yeah.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi. But it looks similar.
Yes, it's
So
a
I keep
similar
thinking
word.
it.
That's funny. I won't be eating pasta for a while now.
No.
So yeah, I said this during the reaction, but I'm pretty sure this show will end with the body,
The body
dying.
dying.
I'm pretty sure there's no happiness at the end.
Things are definitely getting worse, but it's
Yeah.
not things that can't be dealt with. Like, he got a hangover, which is bad, considering his liver is dying.
Yeah,
But his liver's still okay for now.
yeah,
And he's not always drunk that we've seen. he got gonorrhea, but he also got it cured.
yeah,
So he is going through a lot right now, but at the same time, if anything will kill him, it would be the stress.
yeah, yeah,
Excuse
yeah.
me.
Because his arteries are getting blocked up and his organs seem to
Immune
just
system.
be his immune system and his organs just seem to be wearing down from it.
He could straight up have a heart attack at this rate.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I've said it off camera a bunch of times, but I think this guy this is like a week or maybe 2 weeks of him just back to back trying to relieve, like he's freaking out about something. We're theorizing and talking about that maybe something with his job,
Yeah.
given that we've seen the cells in the office environments, given that the way they've been speaking existentially about we do this all our lives and it's for nothing,
Yeah.
almost as if it was somebody who was working their whole lives. So I think this is a bad week and 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
it could definitely get worse than this, but yeah.
And I wonder if we're gonna see this cell grow up, because cells, you technically have a new body every 7 years because your cells die and regenerate.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if we're gonna see him get older, if there's gonna be like a time thing progression throughout the episode.
Well, those
a couple episodes in already. So.
those killer T cells look older.
Yeah.
Like they look still amazingly strong and dangerous, but they look like older, like they're
older
over the
than him.
hill compared to the last body that we saw in the teenage body where they were young 20s.
Yeah.
That's something else. Why do the human cells all look different? Where in the last cells at work, the original cells at work, all the human cells looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it could be inferred that's how the human looked. But in this one, so they look similar.
And then there was like there was like an
there's
auntie
old
cell.
there's old aunt, grandmother looking cells.
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of regular human cells that look similar to each other, but they don't look the same. So I'm wondering why that is. Is that a process of maybe as cells are duplicating, things are starting to look a little different, like they're diverging as older he's getting? Because as the older you get, cells, they get worse and worse at their job, basically, because they're getting older.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many times a cell can duplicate before it stops when you die.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking, but they would need to differentiate them more is, different tissues are just different parts of the body. So, it would make sense that if they were like passing through the spleen or something, you see different types of cells, or you're passing through, but then
Human cells? Different human cell types in the tissues?
Yeah, so like,
Okay.
different cells in different parts of the body because they're just going to be different.
Okay.
But so it would make sense, but they don't differentiate them enough for that. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're like slightly different, so, which gives me the feeling of like it's a clone that's a little off. Not off in that something's wrong, but they look a little different because the body is older and the duplication is getting worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
so to speak.
good point.
Whereas younger, they all look exactly the same because the cells are fresh. They're perfectly duplicating.
Yeah.
True.
Interesting theory. I wonder.
That's something I wouldn't mind if someone answered because I doubt the show's ever going to actually say anything.
Yeah. And we got antibiotics.
Yes.
Yeah, good old antibiotics.
Penicillin.
Killed the cell wall of the gonorrhea thing. I cannot say that word.
I mean, just say gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea. Okay.
I love how all the antibiotics are always this high tech crazy thing.
Right.
Like everyone's like, what the hell is that? Oh, it's gone. All right.
Okay. It's like the same thing with the steroid.
Yeah, the steroid with
Just
the
destroyed everything.
yeah, just the Terminator just shot up everything. Nobody knew what to do and
Yeah.
just stopped eventually. And I guess you just threw it out when they were done. A particle beam cannon spawns in the air and blasts them.
Yeah, it's funny. And what's his name? Red Blood Cell in his inspirational speech
Right?
caused fire from the heavens.
Even the gonorrhea was like, this is a good speech. Like, they sat there and listened.
They just listened, right?
You're making some good points.
Yes.
We're still gonna kill you. Ah,
Yeah, basically that's what happened.
not a bad episode.
Yeah.
We saw some death, but even though it was some death,
Yeah.
and it did have some impact, it would have been nice to have seen that character before.
Yeah,
So that
the
it meant more.
captain.
Especially considering this isn't like when we're being introduced to white blood cell. We know white cell blood cells about by now. They could have introduced that purple one in episode 2 or episode 3 even last
Like
episode.
even in passing.
Because so far every character death that has happened has been a character that we were introduced to that episode.
That episode, yeah.
We got the guy who was a senior senpai get killed when we first met him. We got the old man who got killed when we first met him.
Yeah.
And we got this now. They're not bad scenes. Like, they have some weight to them where they die and it's like, oh, that sucks. But this show could have really done itself a better service if it introduced these characters a bit earlier.
Yeah.
And I get it was hard to introduce characters, but like the old man, you couldn't really do more, introduce him earlier.
Yeah.
Except like
That
the
episode
passing.
makes sense.
Yeah.
The senpai dying makes sense as well because it was showing it setting the tone for the world. But I'm just saying this now because it seems like they're setting. I know this is kind of how it is. Where they showed this captain, this episode that died. The captain really could have, unlike the other two, the captain could have been introduced earlier.
Yeah.
I think it might just be showing that they're not going to kill off important characters.
Yeah.
Unless this body actually dies at the very end, like you're saying. I think that's the only case they'll actually kill off anybody important. I think they're going to keep like Red Blood Cell's little friend, White Blood Cell, main White Blood Cell,
the other two
little friends. Except one of them was hurt. We never saw her come back.
Yeah, she stayed in the node in the lymph.
Oh, that was the one.
Yeah,
Oh,
they had
okay,
to stay
okay.
back because she's injured.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so yeah, I feel like they're gonna keep them. They're not gonna kill off the important ones.
Do you think there was something sinister when the captain of the White Blood Cells was saying, "You're at my beck and call," like sending them to their deaths, basically?
No, I actually felt like she was saying it in a, you just have to do what I say. I know you're probably going to your death.
Yeah, 'cause
I didn't really feel any cynicism.
I got the tone that she knew they were gonna die,
Oh yeah, I definitely think she knew.
but at the same time, I wasn't sure if that was I do what I want, or if that was this is just how it is.
I think it's just do what we have to do, and you're the expense. You're the expendable, basically.
I definitely think though that the colored hair may have actually been a thing. Where the more vibrant the color, the higher the rank.
Maybe that'd be interesting.
They all have pale hair except for the White Blood Cell that we know, that the one that he likes. She has some tinge to it, and she's
And
also a captain.
her two rookie ones
Yeah,
though,
it's
they
pink and
have
blue.
pink and blue.
Oh, is
So
it bright
that's the
pink?
only thing that
No,
kind of
it's
throws
very
off the
pale
theory.
Although everybody else's hair is a pale color,
Yeah, and they're
unless
like the
they're a
rooks.
captain.
Yeah, like the very low down ones, the ones that are shuriken throwers, as they call them. They just have no color whatsoever. Anybody that we know has a little tinge, and then the captain had purple, and then the leader had like really bright
Bright
hair.
red, yeah.
And lipstick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lipstick, yeah.
And apparently they can have scars.
That was cool. I liked the scar captain had
Yeah, that was cool.
with her eye patch.
Yeah. That's it for me.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well, that was an interesting episode, and nice, a lot to learn there about how Gonococci works. So, guys, if you liked the video or discussion, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment if we got anything off, or fill us in on some extra details if you have them. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time on the Reacts Pact. And thank you very much, John, for being our patron. Bye-bye.
Bye.